Wargaming gave us tier 8 and legendary missions to gather more steel. There's one ship that I absolutely adore at legendary tier, and it is the British destroyer, the Daring. And I tried out a new build on the Daring at the start of this week, and I'm going to keep this build on because this build rocks. That is no word of a lie. If you have these commanders and can get them promoted to the levels that you need them to, you are going to dominate most of the time, because occasionally there is the odd potato game. But trust me, you want to run this build. In fact, no, you don't, because that'll make it harder for me. But there it is on the screen. You can have a look through it. Here is the team list for Sleeping Giant. We're up against a Kleber. We are the only destroyer, but there's 2 radar cruisers in there. Plus there's the Aegir. And then there's a lot of battleships. And a lot of battleships means a lot of hit points to be pulled to the scoreboard. Now at the start of this game, because we are the only destroyer, there is a high probability that the destroyer is going to try and sneak a cap early on, and that means Bravo cap. The Kleber is fast, so he can get to the caps a lot quicker than I can. Now I initially call for support from our cruiser, and it's never a good sign to see that the cruiser is turning and running in the opposite direction. But what I will say is I think that this team realised that with one destroyer it is going to be a matter of keeping that destroyer alive, at least for part of the game. That isn't a spoiler, by the way. By focusing red team's destroyer. Now I have the advantage over the Kleber as far as torpedo range goes. He has his main battery reload booster, but running this build I do an extra 11.5% damage with my main guns. And for every kill that I get, that increases by a further 5%, and for every 30,000 damage, that is going to reduce my reload time by a further 2%. And we are going to make that happen. This isn't about rock the boat, baby. This is going to be about sinking boats, baby. But we aren't going to get it all our own way. Now I've had to run into the cap. There is a Kleber. He's broadside to us, so we are going to get straight onto the guns, but he is on his guns too. Now look at this. Red team are completely focused on me. I've had to pop my smoke just to drop detection. We whale out some shots, and now we're going to pull away, turn out, see if we can keep him spotted. There's his torpedoes. I'm not that stupid, unfortunately, and my sonar is running. There he is. He's low health. Can we get rid of him early in the game? Nope, he's dropped detection. I could have kept him spotted, but we are spotted because we fired our guns, so we may as well try and put some shots onto that GK while we kite away from this cap. The Kleber could try for a lucky shot across the top. The torpedoes are coming in from the rear. I'm going to have a quick peek and see where they are. And then we're going to continue on this GK. Can we get a fire across the top? We got a fire somewhere. That must have been the Kleber. But there we are. We have dropped detection on everything. We're almost at 30,000 damage, and we are, what, 3 minutes into the game. That's 10,000 damage a minute, which isn't too bad. Now I come up on the mic and I tell this Tulsa, watch out buddy, you're broadside to at least one battleship out on your left. I know he focused on the GK, but I think it's the Aegir that went the long way round, is pushing round onto A cap. So I'm going to go into B, because otherwise they're just going to keep resetting it against this cruiser. He is going all guns on the battleship at the back, but he is going to get bounced hard. Now that JK has slammed it in reverse, and he's pulling back, and you'll notice that pretty much the majority of our right flank is tucked in behind islands, and that battleship back there is going to be calling for help the majority of the time. There's some more torpedoes. We get a fire on the GK across the top, and now we're just going to hold and pick up the capture point. As I said, that Tulsa will keep getting reset because he's a big target. He's very visible, so I just need to make sure that I don't back out. My sonar's on cooldown, but there is the GK, and he is going to back out around that corner, and we're going to get straight onto him, and we're going to carry on whaling. Here we go. There is my first 30,000 damage. That's another fire on him, so that is a permanent fire, I think, and we're going to try and add to that with another fire. And seriously, watch the main gun hits tick up through this match, because I think I finished this match with the most main battery hits in this ship that I've ever had, and it's going to get big. That GK is losing health as fast as can be, but red team have pushed all the way down the flank to decap. The battleship's calling for support. I did say Roger, and now I am going to go and help him. So this is the part of the game where it's understanding what is going on in the game, where the ships are, who is where, who can hurt you, who you can hurt, and this Neptune is in the worst place possible. There's a Ruprecht there, so we're going to put fire onto him as well, but we're going to wait. We're going to make sure that we don't run into those torpedoes. We only need another 5,000 damage, and we're going to drop our reload by another 2%. We didn't quite get it on that occasion. But a little bit of a mistake, I think, coming up here, because that GK is coming through. I'm going to put the torpedoes through that gap, or I was, yes, I did, just in case he decided he was going to come through. But we are going to put some more fire onto him as well. We are spotted. We drop detection, so it was the GK spotting us. We get another fire on him. There's the 60,000 damage. That fire is ticking. And it'd be nice if somebody could pick him up, but I'm now going to try and help out this battleship by taking on this Aegir and the Ruprecht. And the Ruprecht has limited damage controls, so if I can get a fire on him and he damage controls it, and I can get another fire on him, then there's a good chance that he is going to die. But here we are, wailing on the fire again. I'm aware he has torpedoes and I am in range. The Aegir pushes round behind the hill. The Ruprecht is turning back towards me, but we are going to stay on him, and pop goes the weasel. There is another GK, full health. This isn't looking good for me, is it? And we still have this destroyer running around somewhere, but as you saw from the start of the game, he has very, very few hit points left. That is going to completely change the way he plays the game, because the Kleber has short-range torpedoes, and that means he has to get close to targets, and he's not going to want to do that. Now my smoke is ticking down on the cooldown. We've got a kill, so we've got extra 5% damage. That GK is backing out of it, and the Aegir is going to reverse out from behind this island, I hope. So I am slamming on the brakes. But here we go. As soon as my guns say that it's clear, I'm going to wheel on him too. And can we get another kill? There we go. That is us to 10% extra damage. So from the base damage of the Daring's guns, we're putting out an extra 21% damage. Now that GK absolutely slams us, and here comes another shot. But I don't know if he's had a fire on him. There we go, down to 5,000 hit points from 24. We were doing so well until now, and now it's gonna get a little bit risky. We need to stay on this guy. Can we get another fire? We lost that battleship that was back there. There we go. There's another fire, and I think that is a stick and tick, which is very, very, very nice, because that damage is going to keep ticking up. Now I do say that damage isn't everything. Yes, it's great to have a high damage score. It looks impressive. but we are still down on points, so I'm thinking I need to push a cap. But if you look there, just on the south edge of the top red cap is a cruiser, and that is the Tulsa, and it was the Tulsa that was raining on me early on in this game. The GK has had a chance to heal up, and there is the Tulsa, so I'm very wary of his radar range for now. But we need a cap if we're going to try and pull this one back, because we are down on ships now. This isn't looking good, is it? It's 5 plays 4, so we've pulled one back. There's the Tulsa, and there is somebody that says you spam the command wheel too much. It is more out of a sense of urgency, occasionally out of frustration, when people will not target priority targets like a radar cruiser. If I'm taken out of the game, then that Kleber is going to have no fear whatsoever about coming back in and torpedoing the heck out of everyone on this game. Now, I think the Tulsa is going to sit tight there, so I put a set of torpedoes over, and then I'm wondering where this GK is going to be. We're up to 119,000 damage. There he is. So we slap a set of torpedoes out there. Now, I didn't want to turn into this cap straight away because I knew what would happen. The fact that they don't know where the destroyer is, the fact that I'm on a cap, and the fact that we've got a radar cruiser that's full health and in range, that means that he is going to light me up. This GK has been waiting for me. There is another fire. He's obviously just put fires out. That is going to stick and tick. Double fire. We're down to 1,000 hit points. We popped that smoke screen. We're looking for drop and detection. Ooh, that was very, very, very close, but here we go. Bish, bash, bosh, and that is going to tick him out, and very shortly give us kill number 3. We pick up a high caliber on 174,000 damage. There is a witherer for 60,000 fire damage, and kill number 3. So again, yes, I'm spamming the command wheel. That cruiser has been sort of hanging at the back, and he's only recently started pushing forwards. And if that Tulsa survives, this game will flip completely on its head. But he rams him for a diehard, which is unbelievable. That was absolutely bonkers. He can't have much left on him, and I'm a bit confused here with this one. I know that I'm on the cap, and I'm thinking, is he on the other side of the hill, or can I really get shots across there? So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try. I get spotted by the destroyer, so I'm going to run my sonar. This is risky business here, because I know that the destroyer can see me. But seeing that the GK at 8.7 kilometers is my closest target, I know that I am safe from Kleber torpedoes. And I'm shouting on the mic, don't you dare come round that corner and take my bloomin' kill away from me. So I'm just staying on the guns. That is kill number 4. We have maxed out our legendary reload, so that's given us a 10% reduction on reload, and we are doing now an extra 20% damage for every shell that hits. There is one ship left in the game. There are 2 minutes to play. We are on 850 points, 192,500 damage, and I know the Kleber is one shot, but I am also one shot. I don't care about that cap behind us. We've got 2 ships on it. I know roughly where this Kleber is because of my perceptive indicator, and I think this is going to be a case of fastest finger first, because I know from the start of the game that he can out-detect me by around 200 meters. Now, my spider sense is telling me that he could be using that rock for cover, looking at where the torpedoes are coming from. The other ships are pushing into him, which means that he can kite away and have a little bit extra range because those ships are coming towards him when he launches torpedoes. 930 points. We're into the last minute of the game. I want this man so bad because I have been playing the propellers of this ship for the entire game. And if you look up there at the top of the screen, the grey ribbon, 363 main battery hits. We crossed through 975 points. There's 30 seconds left in the game. This Kleber is doing a chicken run and he is running for his life. And unfortunately, as we tick through 1,000 points, we're not going to get the opportunity to catch him. 2 solo caps, 3 cap resets, 3 torpedo hits, only 363 gun hits, 12 fires, 4 kills, high caliber witherer. That completed my steel missions for the day, and it was my second 4 kill game back to back. That says it all. 3,410 base XP, which is 1,000 clear of second place. I'm not going to say I carried the game, but what I will say is I feel that I played that game solidly. And that is why you need to try this build out if you've got the commanders. It is absolutely phenomenal. If you've liked that one, let me know down below in the comments. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends you can tip through the bottom of the video or take out a membership to the channel for as little as 99 pence. Until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.